What's up, guys? EJ here, back to do another video, and this is going to be my DVD update for April 28th, 2011. The last round of '01 movies that I've been buying. Now I have all the movies that I want that came out in 1921, 31, all the way up to 2001. So we got 6 movies to show you. And the first one is The Andromeda Strain from 1971, directed by Robert Wise. This is a great sci-fi thriller about a sort of viral outbreak that takes place in New Mexico after some sort of UFO crash lands in New Mexico, based on the Michael Crichton book. Great film. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend this. Okay, also from 1971 is Harold and Maude, directed by the late great Hal Ashby, starring Ruth Gordon and Bud Cort. Great film about quirky companionship, about a young wealthy man and an old feisty old woman, played by Ruth Gordon. Very controversial, but a very funny movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it, Harold and Maude. Okay, up next is another classic Ealing comedy that I talked about last week. This is the Lavender Hill Mob, also from 1951, part of the Alec Guinness collection, also featuring Stanley Holloway. Alec Guinness is hilarious. As a bank clerk who devises a plan to rob his own bank of gold bullion, and it's just a great British caper comedy from Ealing Studios. Also stars very young Audrey Hepburn. Great film. Directed by the same director as A Fish Called Wanda, Charles Crichton. Great movie, probably my favorite of the classic Ealing British comedies. Okay, up next we have Mulholland Drive from 2001, directed by David Lynch, starring Naomi Watts and Laura Elena Herring. Don't ask me to explain the plot of this movie. It's typical Lynch, very trippy, very weird, but of course, great, very sexy Naomi Watts and Laura Elena Herring. It was the first time I'd seen Naomi Watts at the time, and she really opened my eyes. I thought she was a great young actress. And of course, the past decade she's gone on to do great things, and perhaps fall short in the Academy Awards, unfortunately, but she's been a very solid actress for the past decade since this movie. And surprisingly, Laura Elena Herring didn't really go on to do much. I thought she was really good in this. The only other movie I can remember her from is The Punisher, where she played John Travolta's wife in that. But beyond that, I don't know what else she's done besides this. But I love Naomi Watts in this movie, and 2 great performances in a very trippy and weird film. Finally got this. Took me a long time to get this. Up next we've got Splendor in the Grass from 1961, starring Natalie Wood and Warren Beatty in his first film role about young love in a Kansas town in the 1920s. Terrific film. Love Warren Beatty over the years, and Natalie Wood, iconic. Great movie. I think, yeah, directed by Elia Kazan, one of the great directors who, of course, became blacklisted in the McCarthyism era. And finally, we have The Thing from Another World, the 1951 sci-fi classic that, of course, The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, is a remake of, and I know a lot of horror fans on here love The Thing, the remake, but this is the original It's a great film as well, about a sort of being that's discovered in the Arctic after a UFO is discovered up there, and he wreaks havoc on the camp. Starring Will Arness. Hope I got that right. James Arness, sorry. I was thinking of Will Arnett for some reason. Howard Hawks production. Classic 1950s sci-fi, The Thing from Another World. I've been wanting this for a long time as well, because I already have the remake, of course, and I haven't seen this in a long time. But so that is it. Those are all the movies from 2001, 1991, etc. All the updates I've done with all these movies don't include all the movies I already had, which was a ton. So I'm in the process of rewatching all these. What did I watch? I watched Bandits last night. Great movie. Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, and Cate Blanchett from 2001. So yeah, I'm watching about 150 movies in over 4 or 5 months period. So enough about that. There's my pickups today, and next week I'll be back to doing a variety of different updates. I'll do some genre ones probably, and also from different years and different decades as I go back to adding to my collection. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you.